morning, guys. So let's make some Mexican Christmas salad. This is what I'm going to be using. I had a bunch of apples to use up, so that's what made me make this recipe in the first place. I want to make it. So I have 6 small apples. You can use whatever kind you like. I have some grapes and I have some strawberries. I was just going to use apples because that's what we had on hand and I have a lot of them to use up still. But I wanted to make it festive, so we're using red strawberries and green grapes. So I'm going to go ahead and get these chopped up. Actually, before we do that, I have to get the sauce ready. We're going to use some, this is not traditional, but we're going to use this Greek yogurt. Some Greek yogurt and some sweetened condensed milk. And we'll see what else we need. I'm not sure. If you want it sweeter, you could always add some more sweetened condensed milk. Like if you were actually using Greek yogurt like I thought this was, you could put the whole can of sweetened condensed milk. And it should be fine like that. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I don't want to make too much today, but let's see how much we make. That's about half the container. And we'll add more as we go if we need to. Of any ingredient that you like, you could add more or less. Let's go ahead and add some of this also. That's about half. If you're making this for a potluck or like a get-together, I would suggest you use like the whole container of the yogurt together and the sweetened condensed milk, probably the whole thing, depending on how sweet you like it. I'm only using about half the recipe, so you could go ahead and double it. Now I'm going to get the fruit cut up. So let's do that. I'm going to start with the apples. And the way to do it so that they don't start turning brown or oxidized, you could either, once you cut them, place them in a container with water. Oops. Or I'm just going to place them in the container with the, what do you call that, sauce? Or what would you call that? Dressing? I just want to cut these into kind of bite-sized pieces. I'm going to go ahead and add those to the mixture right now. Make sure they're covered. And I'm going to do the same with the rest of them. I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and chop up the grapes. I'm just cutting them lengthwise, like that. You could even, if they're large, you could even cut them into fourths if you like. I'm going to cut up my grapes and I'm going to go ahead and dice up my strawberries as well into little bite-sized pieces. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I didn't even use all of it. I used, was it 4 apples? I think it was 4 apples. And then I used about half the container of this, 16 ounces. So I used about 8 ounces of strawberries. And then this is, I got 1 bag of grapes, but I washed half of them. But I used about half of that amount. So in case you want to try it yourself. So let's go ahead and add these to the plate. Let's get that all mixed up. Look at how pretty that looks with the strawberries and the green grapes. Beautiful. The thing about this salad is if you want it sweeter, you could always add some more sugar. You can add sweetened condensed milk. If you want it more liquidy, you could add a can of evaporated milk or less. Depends how much you're making. If you want it thicker, you could add some cream cheese also. Blend it up and put in some cream cheese. But also keep in mind, if you're adding cream cheese, if you like sweet stuff, you would have to add more sweetener. And let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the rest of the grapes and add those in as well. Okay, so I actually added half the grapes now, half this bag of grapes, and 8 ounces of strawberries. And then 4 small apples. Okay, now let's just go ahead and place this in a nicer container or a clear container so we can see all the beautiful colors. Hope I don't make a mess. You know what I forgot? I forgot something. Let me go get it as soon as, let me get all this stuff out of here. Let me go get it. I forgot something. I forgot to add some pecans. I just found this tiny bag at the store. I didn't go to Walmart. If not, I would have got a bigger bag. But you could go ahead and, you know, just cut the onion, why am I thinking about onions? You cut the pecans, whatever kind of nut you like. If you like walnuts, you could add, that's the good thing about this, you know, you could add whatever kind of fruit you like. If you don't have fresh fruit, you could go ahead and add some canned fruit. I was gonna add some canned fruit, but I don't want to make too much, and plus I wanted to use up more apples. So you could add if you like coconut, you could add that shredded coconut. There's so many ways you can make this. I think that's enough. You could even add in the pecans, mix it together if you want to, but I'm just going to use it as a topping today. And look. Does that look good? And you don't have to feel so bad about eating it since it has fruit in it. That's how I think of it. It's also fruit. Let's get this served up. Add a little bit more pecans. There you go, a nice fruit salad. If you guys give it a try, let me know. Let me know if you've tried it before, if you tried the other way to make that traditionally that it's done. I didn't have those ingredients on hand, so I gotta improvise and use what I do have on hand. And it still came out good. I like it. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up to help it reach more people. Thank you so much for watching.